All right. So I think I just uncovered some. And by the way, I'm going to take this as an opportunity. This is called the Entrepreneurist Podcast. Now, a lot of people think that this is a family friendly show because I don't cuss, but I believe that people, I don't care if you cuss. I don't care what you say. We going to make it work. But to your point, it sounds like what you're saying is, all right. So, and I'm going to go in sections if you don't mind.
Sure.
It sounds like what you're saying is, regardless, and I know, and let me know if there are some outliers, but it sounds like what you're saying is, regardless of what industry you're in, outside of dark web, which I don't even know how to, I don't even know who.
I know where it is. I try to avoid it, but go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I don't even know how to get to it. I just turned 40 this year. I don't even know how to get to the dark web. I don't even want to know.
You don't want to know. Right? It's all good. You don't want to know.
So check this out. So it sounds like what you're saying, that regardless of what industry you're in, if you're paying, if the front page of your statement says that you're, and this is the first part of it, if the front page of your statement says that you're paying more than 3%, you're probably paying too much.
That is a true statement. And what I would do is not look at the front page of the statement. I'll give your listenership their first hint, biggest hint you'll ever get. And it's part of the big first push on my website, my everything I do. Take the total fees that you're charged on a monthly basis against the total volume. Do that division. And what does that come out as a percentage? Because what you'll find is the front page says interchange only, interchange only, interchange only, interchange only. You get to page 5, and suddenly the fees that you're paying are significantly higher than this interchange only at 1.51 or 2.20 or whatever it is. Suddenly it's 4% because that's called effective rate. What is the total volume you did for that month divided by the total amount of fees? Not just page 1 fees, all of the fees you were charged for the month. Monthly fee, reporting fee, all of those other slip-in fees, PCI fee, if you're charged one. What are all of those fees against the total volume you did? That will give you what's classed as your effective rate. Most merchants, I have found, are in the 3.5% to 4%. That's a little high. Now, how far can you get it down? You're online transacting in a high-risk environment, some dubious product set, and all of that could lead it where maybe you're not going to be down at the bottom of the barrel in terms of pricing. But what I have found historically is most clients are paying more than they should be. And codicil to that, don't just do it for 1 month. It would be my recommendation that every month, this is where merchants fall flat. No disrespect. 12 months. Because this month right now that we're in, everybody's doing volume. This is Christmas. This is called network lockout. Most of the major networks will not allow you to do major changes on the network, or big clients will not move. I do not want to touch the dials or anything. I got to get through Christmas. Then we can talk about changes. That's in January. So also the time when your volumes are highest and when merchant processing companies slip in some of those annual fees because your volume is so high that when you see the higher fee for the month, you don't associate the fact that what was 3% in November has suddenly become 5% or whatever because the number is higher, but against your volume, it's fine. Whatever. Yeah, we paid more because we had a lot of volume. Did you? And that's why I would recommend that every merchant do this exercise for an entire year. Sometimes it's quarterly, but they'll slip in a fee. Sometimes it's annually. Sometimes it's quarterly and annually. If you're doing it just for 1 month, you'll get one month, 1 point does not make a line. You have to do it for multiple months, this effective rate, and then figure out what your effective rate for the year is. It would be a telling tale if a merchant were to do that. And for most, it's a process. No disrespect, but you get busy with other stuff and you forget to do it. You can go back and do it, but if they forget to do it, don't want to go through the process, the headache.
I like the way you think, Joe, because what you just mentioned, the effective rate, sounds like a lot of what I do when I help people with old life insurance policies. Mm-hmm. It's a formula. We call it the internal rate of return, right?
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's exactly the same thing. You're right.
We take how many premiums you paid, and then we subtract it from your available cash value. And then whatever that difference is, we then divide it again by the amount of premiums you paid. And that gives you your internal rate of return. And like I say, it cuts out all of the BS. Like, what did I pay versus how much do I have? And it sounds like what you're saying, how much did you receive versus how much is available? And then that, and when you go month to month or quarter to quarter or semi-annual or annual, like you're saying, you essentially see, yes, my front end of my page might say 3%, but really and truly it's a lot higher than that.
Right. And again, you have to expect that because interchange